Today is a glorious May 26, 2023. We're at Bright Waters on the Montauk branch. And this is a day that rail fans around Long Island and maybe neighboring places look forward to all winter. It's the day the Montauk fleet starts running, the Cannonball in particular, but there are a few other trains that will be making their first runs today also. What a glorious day this is. Sunny, 70 degrees. Feels like San Francisco weather. Not too hot, not too cold, just delightful. San Francisco's a place I hope to be in the fall to railfan Caltrain before they turn it into an electric railroad. Barf. How can EMUs compare to F40s, MP36s, and railfan windows? And I hope to do several of them when I go out there. Wish me luck with that. There are a lot of people who make Caltrain cab ride videos that are very good, but there are things missing from them. I think I can make it a little bit better. What do you think? But anyway, we're here to get the Montauk trains today, get some of them this afternoon, some of them this evening, and the returns on Monday, Memorial Day. This summer, thankfully and mercifully, the full pre-pandemic Montauk fleet will be running. All the trains that ran in 2019 will be running this year. You'll have an additional eastbound train going out, train 24 later this evening, and westbound on Sunday night you'll have 6021. That train and the 24, well, the 24 was 2718 before the schedule change, and the 6021 was 8721. That was a cleanup train out of Montauk to Jamaica. Those trains haven't run in 4 years. Be great to see them back again. Well, at 11:47 a.m. we have train 67 en route from Patchogue to Babylon, approaching the Windsor Avenue crossing at Bright Waters. Yeah, we'll get a few trains early this afternoon. Then we'll take a break and come back before the Cannonball goes through, or sooner if any trains with K5 LLA horns should happen to appear. Accelerating now because he can see the signal ahead. They have a delay in block leaving Bayshore. Now you heard those horns. Can Bela, Bartok, and Stravinsky compete with that? Well, it's almost 12 o'clock. In about 10 or 15 minutes, the first train that we will see going eastbound is train 66. This is a train that's making its first run today. It's a Babylon Patchogue scoot that only stops at Bayshore, Sayville, and Patchogue. Those are the towns that have the Fire Island ferries. And then soon behind it will be train number 10 from Jamaica to Montauk. Number 10 is a derivative of train 8, which runs Monday through Thursdays. Train number 10 is a limited stop train, makes Patchogue the first stop, running on Fridays in the summer and July 3rd. Now, train 66 is interesting. It kind of brings back memories of my youth. Back in the 1960s, my father used to take flying lessons at Zahns Airport in North Lindenhurst. That airport is long gone. And maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week, if the weather was good, he'd take lessons there. And the airport was right next to the Central branch, and his lessons were from 4 to 5. And the Long Island Railroad back then ran a train from Hunters Point Avenue to Patchogue, train 66. Catered to a lot of Railway Express workers that work nearby there in Long Island City. The train would stop at Jamaica, Babylon, and all stops to Patchogue. And I mean all stops, like Great River, Bayport, Blue Point. That train used to have an RS3 and 8 P54s. The idea behind running that train was to provide additional equipment during the rush hours for the Babylon Patchogue scoot. And that equipment later went back to Jamaica later in the evening, running via the Central branch, and it even made stops on the main line. but it had an RS3 and 8 P54s, and that used to pass Zahn's Airport around 4:45 p.m. And I would always see that with the same equipment, an RS3. So I always knew my father's flight lessons were just about over when 66 went by there. Well, the gates are going down at 12:17 for train 66. There are maintenance workers working on the relay box here. Train 66 years ago used to get into Babylon, I remember, at 4:52 p.m. This 66 is a bit earlier. This train will have DE 30 AC 411 on the point. First run, train 66. Number 10 will be by pretty soon on his first run. Jamaica Montauk. He's got an 8-car sandwich with DE 30 ACs 413 and 410. 413's got a K5 LLA horn for the ages. All right, approaching at 12:27 is train number 10. Jamaica to Montauk. He's running a little late. This train used to be number 2796 when it ran in the summer before the schedule change. Today, 66 and 10 do the work that 8 does during the week, Monday through Thursday. Let's see what 413 can do here with that K5 LLA horn. That sounded good. His next stop will be Patchogue. Well, at 12:35, our third train in this eastbound trifecta is the regular 68 Babylon Patchogue Scoot that runs year-round. Busy half hour here at Brightwaters. Good horn shows here if you discount that C3 garbage. When we move to Sayville Station at 1:12, is the equipment heading back to Babylon from train 66. Oh, 124. Westbound approaching is train number 15 from Montauk to Jamaica. It's kind of peculiar because Monday through Thursday, this is number 13. And this train 15 runs on the exact same schedule as 13. Why the different number? I don't know. This equipment went out east earlier in the day as number 4. He's got a pretty big consist. He's off to his next stop at Oakdale, but I still don't get the different train number. Why that? The schedule is exactly the same as 13's. Well, if the weather was as bad as the horn, I'd have rocks falling out of the sky on me. Well, time is 1:31. Boy, Sayville customers have pretty good westbound service at this time of day. Approaching now is train 69, matching my age, en route from Patchogue to Babylon. "15 only left a few minutes ago, and there's already a substantial amount of passengers waiting. They must have just got off of a bus from the ferry connection. This is one of the ferry stops for Fire Island. I think I'm getting an earache.
The 1:29 train to Babylon is now arriving on platform A. Please activate e-tickets now and step over the gap when boarding.
Well, here comes train 38 to Sayville at 1:58, Babylon Spionk. Meeting another buff here. All right, 2:24 at Sayville, approaching is train number 12, en route from Hunters Point Avenue, Long Island City to Montauk. The old advanced Cannonball makes Jamaica, West Hampton, and all stops. Before the schedule change, this train was numbered 2708. It's great to have the low-numbered Montauk trains back again. Leader is 517, has a great K5LL horn. Well, I took a little break after number 12 went through Sayville. It's kind of disappointing to see that train going so slow, but he had a stop signal at Y, east of town. I'm not really sure why. But I'm back out here at Bayshore at the 3rd Avenue crossing. Going to get a number of trains passing this location, including the Cannonball train number 16. It's got 12 cars and 502 is the leader. Well, you can hear the crossing bell, the 3rd Avenue crossing behind me. It's a loud bell. Here comes train 78 en route from Babylon to Patchogue. Engine 419 on the point, pulling into Bayshore. And 78 is pulling out after dropping off a lot of passengers. No doubt wanting to catch the Fire Island ferries. There's a shuttle bus out of Bayshore. All right, approaching westbound at 443, we're east of 3rd Avenue, is train 17 from Montauk to Jamaica. He's express Speonk to Jamaica. He'll have number 10's equipment with DE30AC 410 leading the pack. An 8-car sandwich. Nice K5 LA. Well, approaching westbound at 450 is equipment from Patchogue to Babylon. Spaghetti is back on diesels. He went east on 76. He belongs on diesels. I guess he got tired of those tin cans. He belongs on diesels an awful lot. Spaghetti Man! He belongs on MUs as much as I belong working in a General Electric locomotive factory. Oh, what every rail fan waits all winter to see, the first run of the Cannonball. Wow. Well, the gates are going down at 5:09. This is for 45. Arrive from Speonk to Jamaica. Local stops, Speonk to Babylon and then Jamaica. Incidentally, 17 ran via the main line tonight. We moved east to a favorite spot of mine, Brentwood Road east of Bayshore. Notice the eastbound position light signal. Gonna get a trifecta of eastbounds here. First is 40, Babylon Speonk, then 18, Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk, and 80 from Long Island City to Patchogue. This eastbound has 403 on the point. It's got a good K5LL. I don't think Spaghetti returns east on this train like he used to on his old job before the schedule change. Plus his horn blowing doesn't sound like his. No, that definitely wasn't Spaghetti. That's not his horn blowing style. Well, we moved a little further east. We're at the Grant Avenue crossing in Islip. Gonna catch 18 here from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. All right, approaching eastbound at 543 is train 18 en route from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. That used to be the East Ender many years ago. Went by the number of 22. Got DE 30 AC 406. He's got a good K5LL with 6 cars jammed to the gills. He's coming into Islip Station where he'll stop. Years ago, that train used to be called the Cannonball. Ran all year to Montauk. Except in the summertime when the all-parlor car Cannonball ran. Then that train's name was changed to the East Ender. That's how that worked. I'm meandering my way east. We're now at the Irish Lane crossing east of Islip Station. Gonna catch 80 here. Long Island City to Patchogue. He's got engine 404. All right, approaching at 555 eastbound at Irish Lane. That's a great name for a street. Is train 80, Long Island City to Patchogue. It's great to have these trains back on the time card that have been gone for many years. This is another one of them. Used to be 2778. That last ran in 2019, actually early 2020. Well, we've moved way further east to Bayport Avenue in Bayport. We're at the east end of an area where there's like 4 railroad crossings, including this one. Gonna get 4 eastbounds here and should have 4 great horns in the process. Well, we got a westbound at 635. It's 75 from Patchogue to Babylon. Let's listen to some Charles Ives music when he's intoxicated. Well, time is 6:48 p.m. This is my first reason for being here. Train 20 from Penn Station to Montauk. This is his second trip that he's making this summer season. He'll have DM30 AC 518 on the point, which probably has the best K5 LA horn on the railroad. Simply awesome. All right, here's my second reason for being here at 7:06. Approaching his train 82 from Babylon to Patchogue. He'll have DE30 AC 414, which has a pretty good K5 LL horn, but I believe Spaghetti and Meatballs is running this, so he'll put a little extra oregano on it. That is definitely him. Same old meatball. Here's 77, Patchogue Babylon at 7:34. Well, time is 7:45 p.m. Here's my third reason for coming to this crossing. Approaching his train 22, Jamaica to Montauk. He has an 8-car sandwich, and his leader is DE30 AC 413, which probably has the loudest K5 LLA on the railroad. This equipment went east early this afternoon on 10 and went back on 17 and had a quick turnaround in Jamaica. lot of sweet music here tonight. Well, it's 7:56 p.m. Here's my fourth and final reason for being here. Approaching is train 44 en route from Penn Station, New York to Spionk. It's got a 5-car sandwich. Leader is DM30AC 521 with another K5 LLA horn. Boy, I'm really getting spoiled rotten here with the horns. This guy's blowing it well. I could hear him coming into Sayville. Outstanding. I don't think I've ever gotten a greater horn show at one location on this railroad ever. 4 great horn sounds. All right, it's 8:20 p.m. The sun has set. We're going to see one more train on this thoroughly gratifying, satisfying day. And this is a resurrected train. Train 24. Used to be 2718, a late evening Jamaica Montauk train. He makes Jamaica, Patchogue, Mastic Shirley, and all stops to Montauk. This train has not run since Labor Day weekend, 2019. He's got DE30AC 411 on the point, which has a real nice K5 LA horn. I was told by another fan he blasted through Bethpage earlier. Let's call it a day. I'm gonna go home and have a late supper, and guess what I'm eating for supper tonight? Spaghetti and meatballs. Well, today is Memorial Day, May 29th, 2023. This is gonna be a marathon day. Gonna finish up our Memorial Day weekend highlighting the Montauk trains, and today is going to be something else. I'm gonna get all the eastbound and westbound Montauk and Hamptons trains today. I'm not going to film any cab car trains unless it's a Hamptons or Montauk train. And time is 7:55 a.m. We're waiting for train 6006, Jamaica to Montauk, the first of the eastbound fleet of 4. And he'll have, well, we're off to be a great start. He'll have 413 with the K5 LLA leading and 410 trailing with a 12-car consist. The other day I saw those same engines with an 8-car consist on Friday. So the yard crews were pretty busy since then. And at 8:01 approaching east is 6006 to Montauk with a huge train. Oh, I just love those horns. When that gate went down for that train, it sounded a little offbeat, like it hit something. But now it's stuck in the down position, so they're going to have to call maintenance away employees. And we moved east to the Islip area, get a few more trains here. I reported that down crossing gate to the police, so they're going to send some maintenance away person down. But it didn't sound good when the gate went down, like it hit something. Might have fallen off of its gear. But here we have another stupendous day here. It's going to be in the mid to upper 70s. What a gorgeous Memorial Day weekend this has been. We moved a little ways west to the Grant Avenue crossing in Islip to get 6034 Babylon Spionk. Leader is DM30AC 508. Interesting sound. Wasn't quite spaghetti style. I wonder if he's working today. All right, we're still at Grant Avenue, and here comes an impressive train. 6008 Jamaica Montauk, the second of the fleet of 4 that goes out in the morning and early afternoon. And this is going to have the Cannonball set from Friday. 502 and 505 are the engines with 12 cars. And this train slowed down for the Brentwood Road crossing, so they must have maintenance away personnel working on the gates there. He's picking up speed here as he approaches Islip, but he doesn't stop here. Gotta love these impressive Montauk trains on holiday weekends in the summer. All right, gates are going down on Grant Avenue at 9:19 for another important train, 6001. And as you can hear, he's got a K5 LLA horn. Engine 509 on the point, 501 on the back with 10 cars actually. This equipment goes east early this morning out to Montauk on train 6002. So I imagine this crew is rather tired going back west. .509's got one of the better K5 LLA horns. 504 is right up there too. 521, not bad. He put on a good performance on Friday night on train 44. Impressive. He'll undoubtedly have to slow down for the Brentwood Road crossing as they're still working on it. Hopefully that equipment will come back east on 6012 early this afternoon, and then I'll get another shot at the 509 later today going west. Well, we move further east, a little ways east of Islip Station to the Irish Lane crossing. Get a couple of eastbounds here. And why shouldn't I be here today? My favorite baseball player went to Notre Dame University. Carl Yastrzemski, 23-year Red Sox Hall of Famer. He was originally from the Hamptons, a potato farming family, and a lot of his relatives still live out there today. I've been to Notre Dame's campus last summer. Gorgeous campus, very regal looking university. Well, looking east from the Irish Lane crossing, there's evidence of a new signal bungalow being built here. They're going to be installing a new signaling system on the stretch from Babylon to Y, east of Sayville, as they're going to put Rule 261 in effect on it eventually. Well, 1012 approaching eastbound is train 6052, Jamaica to Patchogue with D30AC 420. That has a decent K5LL horn. They run a fleet of trains out of Jamaica in the morning on this line. In about another 15-20 minutes, 6036 will be coming by en route from Jamaica to Speonk with the 408. Well, 1032 here at Irish Lane, approaching is 6036. Jamaica to Speonk with the 408 on the point. That has a decent K5LL. They must still be having issues at the Brentwood Road crossing west of here, as he was on time out of Bayshore and a few minutes late out of Islip. All right, we moved east to the Great River Station. It's 1118. Approaching is train 6010 from Jamaica to Montauk, the third in the eastbound fleet of 4. He'll have engines 516 and 506 with 8 cars. Engine 506 is one of 2 that has a K5L horn as opposed to the K5LL. They're not quite as rich. Well, time is 12:40 p.m. Just took a lunch break, but I'm nowhere near being finished for the day. Here at Oakdale, should get several interesting trains here. Going to get a eastbound equipment train from Jamaica to Southampton. That'll go west as Revenue Train 6009, making its first run today. Should see train 6012 going east. He'll have the same set of equipment that he had going west on 6001. And we'll also see 6005 go west through here with the 12-car set that we saw earlier this morning, the original Cannonball set from Friday night. All right, coming east at 1249 is equipment from Jamaica to Southampton. They have a 5-car sandwich. Leader is 521 with the K5 LLA horn. Trailing is 520. This is the same set of equipment that was used Friday night on train 44 to Speonk. Okay, gates are going down on Oakdale Bohemia Road at 112 for train 6012. Jamaica Montauk, the last of the eastbound daytime fleet. They'll have 501 and 509 powering this 10-car train. train, that good old 509 trailing, which means we'll see him later leading another westbound. Get to hear that great K5 LLA horn again. All right, at Oakdale at 2 o'clock, that's 6058 arriving from Babylon to Patchogue, and 6005 from Montauk to Jamaica is coming. 6005 is the first of the westbound fleet. He'll have 502 and 505 and 12 loaded cars. He's about almost 40 minutes late. He was already 20 minutes late at Spionk, but he was delayed waiting for 2 eastbounds at Mastic Shirley. This train is jam-packed. Here comes 6058 with the 408. There's 60. Impressive. That train is typically jammed to the gills and almost always late on holidays. But you can see why I had to stand on this side of the tracks instead of the sunny side, because I would have gotten blanked out by the 6058. Well, we moved well further east. We're at the Arthur Avenue crossing east of Bayport. Gonna catch 6007 westbound on his first run. 6007's got 11 cars. He's got 410 leading with a K5 LA. 413 is trailing with the K5 LLA. This train is running about 25 minutes late due to heavy loadings out east, and he was already a little late out of Montauk. Well, we're now east at the Brookfield Road crossing in the pleasant town of Santa Mauritius. Waiting for train 6009 from Southampton to Jamaica. He'll be making his first run. In fact, we'll see 3 other trains today making their first runs. And 401 approaching west of 6009. He'll be blowing for the crossings at Railroad Avenue, Chichester, and right here at Brookfield. M30s 520 and 521 did the honors there. Well, right now we move further east to the former site of the Santa Mauritius station. Discontinued since the late 90s. A lot of people wish it was back, believe me. Gates are going down for 6038 from Jamaica to Spionk at 410. This used to be the old 8736. Powered by DE30AC 401 with a K5 LA horn. Well, we're now just east of the Seatuck Avenue crossing in Eastport at 5 o'clock, approaching westbound at 6011, Montauk to Jamaica. For For the next 5 hours, there's going to be a train on average out of Montauk every hour, concluding with the newly restored after 4 years 6021, the old 8721. This train will have 500 on the point and 517 trailing. And you can detect him slowing down for the Eastport curve, where years ago the Manorville branch used to take off straight on from here. All right, we're west of the Munsell Road crossing and just west of Bayport Station at 5:50. Train 6013 is approaching Montauk, Jamaica. This is making his first run today. Used to be 8711 on the old schedule, and this train has been retimed to be a little more efficient than 8711 was. That often chased a local out of Patchogue. Now this train's going to have a nice long train with 501, 509 on the point with a K5LLA. Here he comes. Trains fly through here when they don't stop at Bayport, and this one certainly doesn't. Avenue, Bayport, approaching his train 6066. Waiting for Patchogue with engine 420 D30AC. At 7:02, you can hear the K5LL of engine 506. Got 516 trailing with 8 cars. Train 6015, Montauk, Jamaica. All stops to Patchogue, Babel, and Jamaica. Blowing for the crossings here at Bayport. That's laying it on, baby. Yeah, a lot of these westbounds you saw this afternoon, they make Speonk, Jamaica nonstop, some Speonk, Mastic Shirley, Patchogue, Jamaica nonstop. You'll have some Patchogue, Babel, and Jamaica nonstops. The next 3 trains will be West Hampton, Jamaica nonstop, Patchogue, Babel, and Jamaica nonstop, and the last one will be West Hampton to Jamaica nonstop. All right, we're at Sayville Station now, further west, 757, approaching his train 6017, the old 8717. Used to be called the Cannonball on the timetable runs from Montauk to Penn Station, makes all stops to West Hampton, and then Jamaica and Penn Station, New York. Here he comes. We'll have DM30AC's 514 and 515 with 8 cars. Wind is really kicking up here. All right, we're at Islip Station now, and an 828 approaching eastbound is 6040, Jamaica Spionk. Got DE30AC 404 on the point. K5LL. It's not the 4th of July yet. It's about 9:30. We're waiting for the next train from Montauk to Jamaica to pass. Shortly, he should be. 6019, the old 8719. It's pretty much a local from Montauk to Patchogue, then Babylon and Jamaica. He's going to have a nice tandem of locomotives. 504 with a K5LLA horn leading. Today I would have gotten 2/3 of the locomotive roster that's equipped with the K5LLA horns. It makes me very happy. 509 I actually got twice. Trailing is the 518 with a beautiful K5LA. You heard that horn on Friday night going east on train 22. It's been a marathon day. I knew I was going to spend the entire day getting all these Montauk trains, and I did. And every one of these trains has a locomotive leading. The next train to follow in about 35-40 minutes will be a revived train that has not run since the summer of 2019. Train 6021, the old 8721. That's a train that makes all stops, Montauk, West Hampton, and then express to Jamaica. That train will have a very odd combo of locomotives. 520 on the point, DM30AC, and trailing will be 406, a DE30AC. That's a most oddball combination, but it's been great action, great horn action, great horn variety. It's just been a sensational weekend. So without any further ado, I'll get these last 2 trains, 6019 and 6021. Should be something. I got 10:32 p.m. I'm still here at Islip. Turn of events here. Train 6021, that last Montauk to Jamaica train, has had some problems east of here. Between Spionk and Mastic Shirley, he was traveling along around 15 miles an hour. I'm not really sure what was happening, but once he got past Mastic Shirley, he took off. Maybe there was some problem with the signal system between those two places. And we'll wait for him. He's about 40-something minutes late now. And we got a couple of interesting eastbounds. We got 6014 Jamaica to Montauk with 508 leading. He won't be stopping here. And right behind him is an equipment train from New York to Spionk. That was the equipment for 6017 that went west earlier. He's got 515 and 514, so we'll stick around and get all three of those. All right, here comes 6014 at 10:39 p.m. What am I doing out here? Should have the New York Spionk equipment right behind them. Time is 10:53 p.m. I didn't want to show any cab car led trains, but I had to show this one. This is 6071 en route from Patchogue to Babylon. They actually ran this out of Patchogue ahead of 6021 to add insult to injury to that train's misfortunes. Why? Don't get it. 6021 is non-stop from West Hampton to Jamaica, but he's had its problems up to this point without having that thrown in his face. Well, soon after he pulls out, 6021 should be loping through here, ending mercifully this grueling, long day. But it was fun, but frustrating, because this 6021 should have passed by here a little after 10. Get out of here. .420 in the back. Good old .420. Well, here he comes at 11 o'clock. 6021, the unfortunate 6021. Supposed to have 520 on the point, 406 on the back. But that doesn't sound like a locomotive horn. And mercifully, this grueling long day has come to an end. 15 hours I've been out. Don't ask me to do it tomorrow. It was fun, but I'm getting damn cold. Maybe that never had an engine to begin with. Sometimes those apps aren't always correct. But it's going to be a late night for those passengers getting into New York. Have a good night.